I gotta say, I've never listened to such a big amount of new music from different artists like this year, and I gotta say, this year was really something special for music. So many legends came back with their new albums and projects, and also new ones found their way to shine. Today we are going to check my top 15 albums of 2024. Number 15, Cowboy Carter by Beyoncé. I have never listened to her that much, but she was always an icon for me. And this year, in March, she released her new album Cowboy Carter, and I gotta say, this is a really good album. It's long, yeah, but she was smart and put many short tracks that feels like interludes, and I really appreciate her for this project. She showed that she's still great at making music with different sounds and genre. Number 14, Don't Forget Me by Maggie Rogers. I gotta be honest and say I have never heard of Maggie until Spotify recommended me her new album Don't Forget Me, released this spring. She amazed me with her voice and lyrical skills so much. I've got so much fun listening to this album because this is my cup of tea. In this album she touches the theme of love, loss and self-insecurities, and I found the lyrics very relatable. Number 13, Collapse List by Novo Amor. Yeah, this is the first male artist and also the last one on this list. This album came out this spring as the previous ones, and it also did its work very well. I really enjoyed his voice, and I know that people are saying that he sounds like Bon Iver verse 2, but I don't care. I really like this vibe he put into this project. It just feels refreshing, relaxing and dreamy, and I'm definitely here for that. I've also made it to his concert in Prague and he was so amazing. I enjoyed his performance and sound production. This album won't make you dance or go to the club, but it will make you to calm. Number 12, Cacophony by Paris Paloma. I noticed her in 2023 when she released her hit Labor, and this is obviously such a great song. I've probably never heard a better feminine rage song than this. When I discovered that she's releasing her debut, I had to listen to it, and it was definitely the right thing to do. This album is filled with a lot of mellow raw instrumentals, anger, love and inner thoughts that really resonated with me. Her music videos for this album are also very well made. The intro will surprise you with the massive drop in the middle and prepare you for the rest. The only issue I had with this one was the cohesiveness. There are many stripped down songs and a little of more layered instrumentals, if you know what I mean. This makes it hard sometimes to listen to the whole project, because it's moody, but I love it anyway. Number 11, Bright Future by Adrienne Lenker. She was my favorite indie artist since 2022 when I heard anything for the first time. This year she released her most personal project yet, at least for me, touching some personal childhood memories, breaking up badly and realizing the importance of having a good relationships with her family. She made it so soft and smooth like she always does. The album is filled with guitar, some piano and occasionally some rhythmic instrumentals, but it's her vocals that made this album shine for me. This is definitely one of the most beautifully written projects this year, and I highly recommend this one to you. Number 10, The Secret of Us by Gracie Abrams. She's so Taylor Swift coded and I love it. On this project she showed that she can make great music and write some iconic lyrics. She raised this year to fame so much and I'm so proud of her. She's getting the attention she deserves and that's just amazing to see. Number 9, Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. Like I said, this year was a discovering year, and this case is also new to me. I didn't know that Sabrina is making music until she dropped her massive single this summer called Espresso. And I was like, is she making music? Because this song is really good. Then she released another one called Please Please Please, and from that moment I knew that I have to listen to her new album. And I gotta say, I had a blast of fun listening to it. This is probably the most chill and funny album for me. Her songwriting is truthful yet funny, and when I heard Batcam and Slim Pickings, my unknown chakra opened and I found a new girly pop fan in me. This is so much fun for me, and her music videos, especially for the song Taste, are just magnificent. Number 8. Charm by Clairo. I mean, how can you dislike this? She's so adorable and creative. This is probably the most sexy one for me on this list. She really did that and made a great super sounding project. It's a chill album filled with dreamy and poetic lyrics, oldish sounds, and especially her soft and touching voice. I can't wait to finally order the vinyl and listen into it with hot chocolate and candles. Number 7. The Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. I was really excited about this one because this was my first time when I could experience her new album in its release date. I'll start with my issues with this one because this album could get much higher for me, but I just couldn't do that because this album is way too long for me. I do appreciate her songwriting on almost every single track, but the cohesiveness kinda fades away for me, especially on the second half, the anthology version. I really did enjoy this one, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it has a special vibe to it, especially on some certain tracks like Fortnite, or I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, or Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, especially these. But I'm going to be completely honest with you, I think she could do it better. She has been always so innovative and original, but on this album a lot of these songs reminds me of her older stuff, and that makes me a little conflicted about the project as a whole thing. I do enjoy it, like I said, I do, but for me she can do it much better. Number 6. Reasonable Woman by Sia. I'm a big fan of her for so many years, and when I saw her post on Instagram that she's finally releasing a new album, it made me so excited. Maybe this is a surprising choice for you because I know that many people complain about her new stuff because her older music is more powerful, but I'm not among these people. I mean, she can do whatever she wants to do when it comes to her music, and I really truly enjoy this album. The song Immortal Queen was even my most listened song of the year, and I'm definitely not mad about it. For me, this album is great, full of bops and cool sounds. The only thing that makes me a bit sad for this new era of hers is the fact that she's not performing live these new songs. Number 5 is Brat by Charli XCX. I was never into techno type of music, but she actually made me like it and appreciate it more than I expected. This album is the most catchy one for me, and I gotta admit that she made me dance every time I listened to it. Number 4. The Great Impersonator by Halsey. If I was making the list of the most moving and best written albums, this would be my number 1. She is a new artist to me, and the only thing that made it possible for me to listen to this project was actually Spotify recommendation, and I'm so damn glad for that. The fact that she wrote about her darker times when she was recovering from her sickness and learning about how to be a good mother is truly phenomenal to me. This album is very special, and I'm glad that I had the chance to experience it. Every single song and every single thing about this album is great for me. And I'd love to place it higher, but like I said, this year was something special for music, and there are some better for me. But I love this album with my whole heart. Number 3, Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. Once again, this was new as well. I was never into Ariana, but I gave it a shot this year and wow, she made me love her. Again, I have no issues with this one. This is for me a perfect pop vocal album, and I really do enjoy her sound and writing on his project. Number 2, Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. I love Billie since her debut Happier Than Ever, and this year I was so excited about her new album, I couldn't wait to hear it. The only unnecessary issue I have is that the album has only 10 songs. Like, girl, I could handle another 10 songs, but it doesn't matter that much. This project shows Billie in new light. New sounds and new lyrical composition made me fall in love with Billie's music even more. The love stories she wrote are that good that it made me actually cry like 20 times, maybe even more. This is definitely her best work for me, and I can't wait for her future in music. Number 1, What Happened to the Heart by Aurora. I really didn't expect that I will find anything that's even better than Hit Me Hard and Soft. But this one? This is for me the album of the year. No doubt. For me, this is it. When I finally listened to it, it was the love on the first listen. She was always something unique, but I didn't really listen to her music, not until now. This is for me the best produced, written, cohesive album of 2024. The mix of genres are incredible. She explored new sounds, and she did so well. I wasn't expecting something like this. Like, there are actually some songs that are techno, rockish, and even some rave. She really did that for me. And the fact that she made it for people who are struggling in Palestine, fighting for their lives in a big war, but also for her fans and herself is something truly amazing to me. I can't stop listening to this project, and I'm definitely going to be obsessed with this one for some time. Well, that was my top 15 albums of 2024, and I hope we'll hear each other next year. Take care, love yourself, and see you next time.